Well, good morning. It's 6:45 on this Wednesday morning. I'm Nick Wilson.
I'm Avi Hannon.
And I'm Maggie Warren.
And it already felt pretty warm out there. I can't imagine we've got any cool downs coming up.
Yeah, unfortunately not. The most cool down we're going to get comes after a severe weather threat that arrives this afternoon and evening. Most of Siouxland in that slight risk of severe weather. We see the potential of 60 to 70 mile an hour gusts. Tornadoes are not expected in hail up to an inch in diameter is possible, but the gustier winds going to be that primary concern, with some localized flooding also possible. That wind threat looking at about a 15% chance of a damaging wind gust within that slight risk zone. So some scattered damaging wind gusts not out of the question. Definitely something to keep an eye on. Stay weather aware through the afternoon and evening tonight. Victor's got you covered this evening, and I'll have a look at your forecast one more time and time out those storms coming up. Avia?
Well, thank you, Maggie. And with corn crops getting taller, safety officials have an important reminder for Siouxlanders who drive on rural roads. The taller corn gets, the harder it can be to see oncoming traffic from your left and right at rural intersections. An emergency manager for Lincoln County in South Dakota says he's seen some bad crashes due to the limited visibility, especially at intersections that don't have a stop sign. He says there's one thing you can do that's most likely to prevent a tragedy.
Slowing down is the biggest thing, because if you almost have to stop until you can see past that corn before you know if there's somebody coming from your right or your left.
And even at intersections with a stop sign, Timmerman still urges drivers to look closely and double check before driving through. And switching from rural to city roads, the Iowa DOT has a heads up for anyone who drives on I-29 in Sioux City overnight. Starting at 7 p.m. tomorrow, weather permitting, crews will close one ramp at a time, moving north from the Sergeant Bluff First Street interchange to the South Dakota border. Ramps will reopen at 6 a.m. each morning. The reason for the closure is to allow for painting work. The project is expected to be complete by mid-August.
Well, staying local now, area nonprofits and medical providers want Siouxlanders to know that help is available for anyone battling anxiety, depression, or other mental health conditions. Yesterday, a group of organizations took part in the Siouxland Chamber of Commerce second annual Mental Health and Wellness Expo. More than 40 agencies were on hand to help educate the public, with hopes of taking the stigma out of the conversation.
Mental health has been a consistent issue, especially around Sioux City and around Iowa. And so however we can find the multiple outlets that we've got here in Siouxland to help people in need, in any kind of mental health need, I think is a priority for not only us as a community, but us as a chamber.
This year's expo was held at the Sioux City Convention Center. Organizers say with each year, the event continues to grow.
And some local kids got to start working on a new skill. This week, Western Iowa Tech Community College is hosting a welding camp for kids ages 10 through 16. Students are able to learn about welding, safety, and basics, and eventually make their way to the shop where they get to create their own projects. WIT partners with the scene of the Crash Car Club, which donates the funds to operate to the camp at no cost to the students. Instructors say seeing students doing something they love is a great experience.
The biggest takeaway I like to see is one, knowing that working with your hands in a trade is fun, and then the smiles are priceless.
And this marks WIT's third year of hosting the event, and officials say attendance keeps growing every year. And meanwhile, if you know a veteran who would like to share their story, we'd love to hear from them.
That's right. The nominations are always open for our Veterans Voices segment. You can nominate yourself or another veteran you know by visiting our website, SiouxLandProud.com. Just click on Veterans Voices under the News tab, and then scroll down and click on the Veterans Voices nomination form. And if you have a number 9 birthday coming up, well, KCAU 9 would love to help you celebrate.
That's right. Each week we're celebrating the 9s right here on Good Day SiouxLand. If you or a loved one is turning 9, 99, or any 9 in between, we want to hear about it.
Every Thursday morning, we share our list of birthday shout-outs, and one lucky person will take home a birthday gift from one of our sponsors.
And if you'd like to be featured, just go to SiouxLandProud.com and click on Celebrating the 9s under the Contest tab to enter by Tuesdays at noon. Well, it's time to meet today's story of the day, and it's day 3 of Still Waiting Week.
All week long, we're featuring some pets from Sioux City Animal Adoption and Rescue who've been waiting quite some time to find that forever home.
That's right, and this is Tina, a 1 to 2 year old female Labrador mix. Like the other pups we've featured so far this week, she's been at the rescue since March, so about 4 months. The rescue says she's a sweet and gentle dog that gets along well with people, but isn't a big fan of other animals. She's a smart dog who's quick to learn.
And we featured Tina as a stray of the day back in early April, but she's still waiting to find a new home. Tina is available for adoption now.
And if you've lost your pet, you're looking to adopt, or you'd like to sponsor a pet for adoption, you can visit the rescue's website. Go to SiouxCityAnimalRescue.com. Tina sure looks nice in that photo, hoping she can find that forever home.
Absolutely, and there's lots of dogs, cats, other animals available for anyone interested. Head on out to the rescue.
Yeah, definitely might be a good idea to head out there today and stay inside in the air conditioning, checking out some of those dogs, as it's going to be another hot day out there. We will see that sunshine continuing to peek out on our Ho-Chunk Center camera, seeing some sunshine, more sunshine than what we were seeing this time yesterday before those clouds cleared out. We're seeing temperatures already into those mid and upper 70s, 76 in Sioux City and Mapleton, 75 there in Canton, 76 down there into Omaha, and a 78 in Norfolk. Dew points in those low and mid 70s already as well. So feeling very muggy out there, really that air you can wear, definitely. We see a few of those storms that continue to slide to the north. Some areas did see storms as a cold front has started to push into the region. That's situated out to our west currently. We'll continue to see that pushing closer to the region, and we get some shower and storm activity developing through the later afternoon and into the evening and early overnight hours, with severe weather potential as well as these continue to push into and eastward through the region. We see some clearing conditions into our Thursday morning as that cold front advances off to our east. More clear conditions as we head into Thursday afternoon and evening. We do see some pesky cloud covers sticking around, but overall starting to clear things out Thursday evening and into Friday. 90 degrees for today, mostly sunny and hot. Those storms through the afternoon hours and heat advisories going into effect at noon for pretty much all of eastern Siouxland, including the Sioux City Metro. Temperatures taking a fall tomorrow into the mid-80s. Still going to be muggy with those mid-80s, but feeling a little cooler. 91 for Saturday and Sunday. That heat really building back in as we head through the weekend and into early next week. Then some showers and storms by midweek next week, and more substantial relief from that heat for us as we head into the end of the 9-on-9 forecast. Avia.
Well, thank you, Maggie. We turn to sports, where there's more high school baseball tournament action from right here in Sioux City. Anthony Mitchell has the highlights right here in your morning sports wrap.
Good morning, Siouxland. On Monday, Bishop Heelan hit a walk-off win to advance to the Class 3A semifinals on this very field. Now in Class 4A, Sioux City East looking to keep the fun times rolling as the Black Raiders enter the 4A tournament as the #1 seed, taking on the Bulldogs of Bettendorf.
East back at state for the first time since 2015, just like the Black Raiders. Bettendorf in search of its first title as well. Top of the third, 2 on for the Dogs. Landon Potts down the right field line. 1 run scores. Here comes another big hit for the #8 seed to go up 2-0. East looking for a spark. Cal Jepson on the move, swipes second base. Errant throw allows him to head to third base. The top seed knocking on the door now. Jackson Halter handles business with the strikeout for Bettendorf. Black Raiders score 1 to cut the deficit in half. East defense playing its part. High pop-up to right field. Quentin Ashcraft there to track it down on the sliding grab it. It's not enough, though. Bettendorf comes away with a big-time upset, taking down Sioux City East 2-1.
I will never be able to describe the feeling, of being on that field and turning around and hearing our crowd roar like that. That feeling is going to go unmatched for a long time.
East ends the year at 37-6 overall. Coming up later tonight, Bishop Heelan takes on Pella in Sioux City. Winner goes to the Class 3A state championship We'll have those highlights coming your way tonight right here on KCAU-9 Sports. That's your look at sports. Have a good day, SiouxLand.
Now let's take a look at this morning's top stories.
What you need to know before you go.
The Pierce, Nebraska School District is looking to gain voter approval for a $25.9 million bond. The money would go toward renovating and adding on to the existing elementary and high school. The project includes improving security at both schools' main entrances, along with constructing a new gym for elementary students and additional classrooms for high school STEM programs. According to the district superintendent, both facilities were built around the 1950s and they need some updates.
Special education is no longer just a teacher in a room. There are occupational therapy services, physical therapy services, speech services, and we have also expanded into licensed mental health practitioners. Each of those people require a space. Some need a much larger space while others need just an office.
Ballots were mailed out to eligible voters on Monday, and those are due back to the Pierce County Courthouse before August 12th.
And Western Iowa has its first confirmed case of measles in 2025. So far this year, 8 cases of the virus have been confirmed in Iowa out of more than 1,300 cases nationwide. In this most recent case, the Iowa Department of Health and Human Services says the patient is an adult who is fully vaccinated and has not recently traveled outside of Iowa. The HHS also released a list of potential exposure locations. The individual recently visited is Sioux Center, Sheldon, and Hull. You can find more information on the story on our website at SiouxLandProud.com.
And finally, with another day of high heat and humidity ahead, animal advocates have a reminder: don't forget about your furry friends. Just like people, animals can suffer heat exhaustion and even heat stroke when it gets this hot outside. But unlike people, Fido and Rover have to carry a fur coat around and walk on the sidewalk and road barefoot. Advocates say there's one simple step you can take to keep your pets safe.
We see a lot of animals that are left in cars at Walmart, Target, places like that. So if owners can keep their animals at home, that's going to be the best thing.
And if you notice your pet is excessively panting, has red gums, a fast heart rate, confusion, weakness, vomiting, or a high body temperature, then it's time to call the vet. Well, one last check on that forecast. Let's talk about that heat. It's looking pretty intense.
Yeah, going to be another hot one out there today. Temperatures into those low and mid 90s before we see some showers and storms move in through the afternoon and evening. A risk of severe weather through the evening as well. We see those heat advisories go into effect at noon today, and they'll be in effect through 8 p.m. As we see those showers and storms move in, should see some slight relief, and then we see more relief for our Thursday, mid 80s for Thursday and Friday. However, we do still keep those muggy dew points in, so it's still going to feel rather sticky out there. Temperatures back into the 90s by the time we hit Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Real relief doesn't arrive until we see showers and storms next Wednesday and into next Thursday, when we see highs rising or staying in the low 80s. With some more shower and storm chances, so looking much more comfortable for that guest weather out at the Woodbury County Fair next Thursday. Not so much for the Plymouth County Fair tomorrow for Victor.
Wow, that weekend and Monday just looking brutal.
Absolutely. We'll definitely stay hydrated.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.